And welcome to the GIGABYTE Aivia Osmium mechanical gaming keyboard quick review. Today I'll show you basically the packaging, some of the features, and the sound test with a regular membrane keyboard. Here, as you can see, is the packaging. It is quite large by any standards. The keyboard comes, as you can see here, with a nice build quality. It is quite heavy. It comes with the MX Cherry Reds. It has only the blue LED backlighting. It has a volume and a LED rocker, which you can adjust or by clicking in, turning off the LED brightness. Let's just go ahead and show you how bright it is in a dark area. This is the brightest setting. This is the Aivia Ghost feature, which by pressing it you can change some of the programming on the macro keys here, which are located right here. By pressing it, changes the color, so that way you know what programming is up right now. You have to download the Ghost software from the GIGABYTE website under the download section. The GIGABYTE Osmium mechanical keyboard uses the MX Cherry Red switches, as you can see right here. There are different name brands and different colors. They all have different characteristics, like the brown, the black, the blue, the white, which are very rare. And you can Google those up and just kind of get familiar with how they sound, how they feel. All sorts of different characteristics of those keys. This one has a 45 gram of actuation force. So when you push down on it, it feels light. It's not like the black. The black has a little bit more resistance when you type on it, and you don't have to push this one all the way down to actually initiate a keystroke. It's like I said, it's very light. And now what I took out here is the function key, and basically by pressing this you can actually use some of these media keys. This has basically become standard nowadays in these mechanical keyboards that don't really have individual media keys. That have these sub keys that you can, for example, you push function, and then you can hit play, pause, stop, and forward and back, and stuff like that. It's not feature rich like some of the other non-mechanical keyboards, and there are some other keyboards out there that do have. I'm not sure quite how many of them there are out there, but there's a few, at least mechanical ones. But it's a basic feature, and then it might come in handy, might not. But I just figured I'd point that out. And as you can see right here, this is a USB 3.0 compliant keyboard with a microphone and a headset jack on the side, and also there's a USB 2.0 located on the back of the keyboard right there. It does have kickstands, which you can fold out, adjusting some additional height support. And right here, as you can see, this is the armrest that you can just install and provide some additional wrist support. Now, as far as the what is the difference between this keyboard and a regular membrane keyboard? Well, I do have a regular membrane keyboard right here next to me. There's a Logitech 120, just a regular membrane keyboard, and we're going to be doing a sound comparison on that. And here we have the two keyboards side by side. I'm just going to go ahead and go straight to it. I will remain quiet for this during this duration of this test, so you can judge it for yourself as far as the difference between the two. Starting off with the bottom. The keyboard comes with with some basic instructions on how to set up the USB cables to the back of your PC, and some other just general information that comes with these extra keys, like the shield, fire, lightning, and the Osmium logo. And also comes with a keycap remover, which you can use to remove any of these keys on the keyboard with this little tool by just simply pushing down on it and lifting it up, revealing the LED light right there. And you can also put it back simply by just putting it on top of the Cherry MX and pushing it down, and it's simple as that. The packaging is very simple. It doesn't come with anything extra other than what I just showed you. And this is the keyboard in its basic form without the armrest, just so you guys have a good idea of what it looks like without it. The keyboard itself is quite heavy. It has a nice amount of weight to it. As you can see by me just dropping it, it's quite heavy. The cables are braided. They're quite strong and hard to bend. Otherwise, the keyboard is a pretty good keyboard. I've had it for about 5 months right now. I did notice an issue with the keyboard. It actually, the whole keyboard shut down, and everything went blank. None of these keys worked except the Aivia logo. I had to call up GIGABYTE and request an RMA. I sent off the keyboard, and they basically replaced it with a new one. They just asked me to send just the keyboard without the original packaging, and I ended up getting a brand new box with an additional armrest. So that was a nice plus and nice of them. But it comes with a 3-year serial-based warranty, so if you lose your receipt, you don't have to worry about it because it's a serial-based warranty. So after after several owners or a couple of years, you can still send it back for repairs, and they'll replace it. And this is the Aivia Ghost software that, like I mentioned before, you can just download off the website by pressing the Aivia sign or button right here. You will actually, as the color changes on the keyboard, so will the color on screen. And this is basically for different settings and different profiles when you program your macro keys, which are these right here, G1 through G5. Once you find a combination of your liking and choosing, you basically save those under different colors right here. And then as you press the buttons, those different key combinations and profiles that you save will you'll be able to use it. So and if you're kind of like me, sometimes you screw things up, you can just go here and erase onboard memory, and it just basically erases all your profiles. You can't delete them individually, as far as I know, so it basically wipes the whole memory clean, and you can start over and record from the beginning at your liking.